3 exercises that can make back pain worse, and what to do instead. Did you know that some of the exercises you do to relieve back pain might actually be making it worse? Yes, you've heard that right. While staying active is one of the best ways to maintain a strong and healthy spine, certain movements can do more harm than good, leaving you in even more pain than before. And the worst part? Most people don't even realize it until it's too late. In this video, we're exposing the top 3 exercises that can secretly be worsening your back pain, why they are dangerous, and most importantly, what you should be doing instead to truly heal your back and prevent future pain. So if you've ever experienced that sharp, nagging discomfort in your lower back after working out, stay with me until the end, because you might be making a big mistake without even knowing it. You might be thinking, wait a minute, I always heard that exercise is good for back pain. And while that's true, not all exercises are created equal. In fact, some of the most commonly recommended moves, even by trainers and physical therapists, can actually put unnecessary strain on your spine, leading to further damage over time. So if you want to avoid long-term pain and potential injury, make sure you're not doing these 3 back-breaking exercises. Let's get started. Exercise number 1. The traditional sit-up. The sit-up. It's one of the most common exercises people do to strengthen their core. After all, a strong core is essential for a healthy back, right? Well, not exactly. The problem with traditional sit-ups is that they put an excessive amount of pressure on your lower back, especially if you already have existing pain or spinal issues. Here's what happens. When you do a sit-up, you're forcing your spine into a forward bending motion, known as spinal flexion. This puts direct stress on your lumbar discs, which are the cushion-like structures between your vertebrae. Over time, excessive flexion can cause these discs to bulge or even herniate, leading to more pain, stiffness, and discomfort. And if you already suffer from conditions like degenerative disc disease or sciatica, sit-ups can aggravate the problem and make things much worse. But the biggest issue? Most people don't even perform sit-ups correctly. They rely on their hip flexors, rather than their abs, to do the movement, pulling on the lower back and creating even more strain. This is why many people feel tightness and soreness in their lower back after doing sit-ups, instead of feeling stronger in their core. So what should you do instead? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Instead of traditional sit-ups, try planks. Planks are one of the best exercises for core strength because they engage your deep abdominal muscles without putting unnecessary strain on your spine. They also improve posture and stability, which can help prevent back pain in the long run. To do a proper plank, get into a push-up position with your elbows resting on the floor, keeping your body in a straight line from head to toe. Hold this position for 30-60 seconds, making sure your core is engaged and your lower back isn't sagging. Over time, this simple yet powerful exercise can strengthen your core without the risk of injuring your back. Exercise number 2. Standing toe touches. For years, people have been told that touching their toes is a great way to stretch their hamstrings and lower back. You might even remember doing this exercise in gym class as a warm-up. But here's the shocking truth. Standing toe touches are actually one of the worst stretches for back pain sufferers. Here's why. Just like sit-ups, standing toe touches force your spine into extreme flexion, which can put immense pressure on your lower back. If you already have herniated discs, sciatica, or tight lower back muscles, this movement can trigger sharp pain and even make your condition worse. And here's something even more alarming. Many people force themselves into the stretch by bouncing up and down or pulling on their legs, thinking they're improving their flexibility. But what they're actually doing is overstretching their lower back and putting themselves at risk for injury. So, if standing toe touches are bad for your back, how can you safely stretch your lower body without the risk of pain? The answer is lying hamstring stretches. Instead of bending forward and putting stress on your spine, try lying on your back and stretching one leg at a time. Here's how you do it. 1. Lie flat on your back with one leg extended straight on the ground. 2. Lift the other leg and gently pull it toward your chest, keeping it straight. 3. Hold the stretch for 20-30 seconds, then switch legs. This stretch lengthens the hamstrings and relieves tension in the lower back, without putting your spine at risk. It's much safer and more effective, especially if you suffer from chronic back pain. Exercise number 3. Back extensions, Superman exercise. The Superman exercise might seem like a great way to strengthen your lower back, but it's actually one of the worst offenders for back pain sufferers. This exercise requires you to lie on your stomach and lift both your arms and legs off the ground, mimicking a flying superhero. While this movement does activate the lower back muscles, it also creates excessive compression in the lumbar spine. For people who already have spinal disc issues or lower back tightness, this can be a recipe for disaster. When you arch your back too much, you place unnecessary strain on your vertebrae and spinal discs, which can lead to increased inflammation and discomfort. And if you perform this exercise incorrectly, by jerking your limbs too fast or lifting too high, you're only making things worse. So what should you do instead? A much safer and more effective alternative is the bird dog exercise. This movement strengthens your lower back while also improving stability, balance, and core strength. Here's how to do it. 1. Start on your hands and knees in a tabletop position. 2. Extend one arm forward while simultaneously extending the opposite leg backward. 3. Hold the position for a few seconds, making sure your back stays neutral. 4. Return to the starting position and switch sides. The bird dog exercise is gentle on the spine and helps build overall back strength without the risk of injury. It's one of the best moves you can do if you suffer from chronic back pain. Now that you know which exercises to avoid, and what to do instead, it's time to take control of your back health. Remember, avoiding pain isn't just about resting. It's about moving smartly and choosing exercises that support, rather than harm, your spine. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more health and fitness tips. And don't forget to share this with anyone who might be unknowingly making their back pain worse. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.